Hey everyone, it's Lightning Bliss, and I'm here to say I'm not actually dead! Okay, real me talking here. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm not gone. In fact, my channel has been chugging along thanks to using the short video aspect of my channel so that the algorithm acknowledges my existence and therefore keeps my channel existing on YouTube Community Board while I'm recovering from 2023 and 2024. And technically still am recovering right now and working on other big projects. Yes, because YouTube and I get along so well, don't we, buddy? We're just the bestest of pals. I totally love how you pressure me and my fellow content creators to produce videos like cattle, just so you'll keep us in the eye of our own audience, despite the fact that we may be going through personal hard times. I'm just so peachy about it. Anyways, the purpose of this video is for me to give you all an update of what's going on my channel and the plans I have in store for it, since obviously my typical content has taken a back seat lately, and I'd like to explain why. Relax, this isn't permanent, and I am working on longer and bigger projects behind the scenes. So hold on to your flanks, or rumps, and hear me out. You see, after one of my biggest projects, Missing Colors, was completed, myself and many of my teammates had to take a bit of a break, as that was a huge season finale for my Magic Lesson series. Needless to say, it took a lot of work on my part, which in turn took a toll on myself and my teammates, who worked very hard to bring it to life. Would you believe that it took nearly 4 years to produce? Yeah, I can barely believe that myself. But there was also an element to its production that made it that much more difficult to finish, and sadly it had to do a lot with personal events. Now, I must give fair warning to those who are watching that are of sensitive nature. The tone of this video will be getting a bit somber. Please bear with me or skip this section. Missing Colors was a project that I had planned for many years to be a finale before I continue with its next season. It was already an emotional project because it was inspired by true events I went through in my early 20s. Back in 2010, we abruptly lost my father without warning to a massive heart attack. The loss created a lot of chaos, drama, sibling betrayal over his estate, and sadness throughout myself, my siblings, and my immediate family. There was quite a bit of damage inflicted on my confidence just to get on with my life, and whether or not I could do it without a father figure. And while I did have my stepfather to support me as well as my mother, the years that went by after the loss were very challenging, to the point I didn't rely on others, only myself to get by. To that end, I wanted to celebrate and express my love to my friends today who helped me to see that I could believe and trust in others to move on, despite my father not being here. That I can put faith in others when I need them, regardless of my highs or lows. That was the entire inspiration for Missing Colors. However, as fate would have it, I could never imagine losing my stepfather to cancer while working on this project during 2023, just as I was close to finishing. My stepfather was diagnosed with stage 4 kidney cancer back in 2023 of March. He battled hard with the support of my mother and our family for as long as he could, but sadly, the treatment and the cancer was far too aggressive. The fact we lost him the same day I lost my other dad 13 years later was a terrible coincidence on top. But just when I thought my family was dealing with enough loss as is, we also quite suddenly lost my second elder sister less than 10 months after the fact. Because of YouTube policies and because I don't want to burden you, the fans, even more with horrible details, I will not state the circumstances of the sudden loss of my sister. Just know that it was quick, out of nowhere, and needless to say, has devastated my family foundation to the most extreme, to the point that rebuilding has proven to be near impossible. Her children are hurting the most from this loss, so I appreciate the prayers and support on their behalf, but kindly ask that you do not pressure me for details. This loss has put my mental health in question daily, and I regret that I've been dealing with this grief by throwing myself into work to avoid it, such as commission work and short video editing. Although I realize that it's not healthy. Please rest assured that I have been going to therapy and getting help through the family friends I've made, and I'm doing everything within myself to keep this old rainbow shining on. I'm just glad the past me was smart enough to build a new foundation with my current circle of friends before everything happened. Forgive me if this sounds a little dramatic, but I honestly feel that without them, I don't think I'd be here. The grief has been that bad lately. So to all those friends listening, you know who you are. Aeon, Misty Phantom, my husband, Dusk Flare, Dr. Wolf, Lady Wolf, Tarek, Mad Munchkin, DeWolfsnare, Joey Turner, Katie Patterson, Josh Scorcher and Aramal, Solar Flare and Chuggle, Mid-Pony, Flitterchris, Golden Fox, Rustic Shine, Finn the Pony, everyone within the TF2 Analysis Anarchy crew, all of you, thank you so much for being my net, for being my light, for reminding me that there are people still here that still love me and I love them. Whew! Now that all of that is addressed, I hope this better explains why a lot of energy has been taken out of me and especially my friends to get projects finished. Grieving and finding time to mourn with my family versus the project work was very taxing emotionally and physically. Yes, even my friends took a bit of a hit as a result. I mean, who else spent endless hours and nights trying to cheer up this rainbow alicorn during their darkest hours of doubt and sadness? Not Thunderblight, I can tell you. Breaking away from somberness now! The Magic Lesson series is currently taking a break to recover and regain some energy while I focus on other projects in the meantime, such as my shorts and of course Dr. Wolf's TF2 Analysis Anarchy series. Yes, I am aware it's on hold. Please have patience, everyone. Audio work and animation takes time. However, I do have a big announcement on my Magic Lesson series. While we currently are working on episodes for it, I must say that this will be its final season. Hey, I know, that sounds a bit sad. But hey, Lightning Bliss, the character, has to grow up sometime, guys. So rejoice in that when the finale season starts up, it's gonna go out with a bang. More shenanigans, more lessons, more oopsies, and perhaps even more action and even more emotional damage than ever before. Not to mention a big lineup for new collab partners to participate in future episodes. Hopefully some new faces will be available to teach our favorite little rainbow alicorn the purpose of what an alicorn truly is. And no, it's not cookies and milkshakes. But do not threaten. Despite the fact this series will be coming to an end, a new one is sure to be taking its place very soon. Shh, it's a secret. Anyways, I also have a side series I've recently been uploading called Blissy Idea, Loppy Idea, featuring voice talent Dusk Flare as Loppy and Umbra as Twink the narrator. This is a series that will focus on Lightning Bliss and some of her friends as they share lessons on social etiquette or how to behave on the internet, socializing with a very awkward Draconequist character named Loppy as its main star. This series is bound to give some laughs, hopefully some lessons, tips, and even a cringy spurt or two to entertain while hopefully educating you, the audience. And yes, good eye spotting that it's inspired by Animaniacs. No, I'm not subtle. So buckle up for that, we're in for a ride. Well, hey, get out of here, you! Now, on to me acknowledging a few elephant projects in the room that need to be touched on, such as the large musical animation project I promised a few years back, the catchy song Brony Friendship Project. I am happy to announce it is back in working production. Yes, folks, I am literally working on the animation for it right now. Don't believe me? Hit it, channel!
That's all you're gonna get. No more spoils for you.
I'll admit that this project has been on hiatus due to other commitments I had to focus on for my channel, as well as the TF2 series. But one of the biggest issues for its hiatus, I must admit, is due to the music, which is copyrighted. However, I am happy to say that we finally came up with a solution to this predicament and are now back in full swing to getting it finished. I do appreciate everyone's patience on this wait for this project. The time it's taken to get back to working on it has given me more opportunities to get better in my animation. Seriously, if the short videos aren't an indicator that the animation is getting better, then I don't know what is. You have no excuse here, Creator Me! Get it together, woman! Ow. Anyways, while I do not have an ETA on when this project will be finished, it is in the works and about a little more than 2/3 of the way done. I should point out that it is going without saying, animation takes time, and I want to give it my all to you viewers who are so supportive and understanding while waiting on this project. From the bottom of my heart, from my friends and team, we thank you all for your patience and can't wait to share this project with you when it's finally finished. And just to touch back on the Magic Lesson series, it has a whole list of potential stories I wish to create. No, I'm serious. I'm talking about an actual list. If I'm able to get the people I want to collaborate on upcoming episodes, this final season is going to have 20 episodes, if not more. Over 20! That's almost as long as an MLP season, lol. Right now, there are 2 episodes that are in audio works, with a few others in writing production as I speak. I'm not gonna lie, this series is going to get pretty interesting as it won't be tackling the same theme of struggles that Lightning Bliss has been enduring in the past. Originally, the series was meant to be funny way for her, as an alicorn, to learn magic, and all of us watching as the shenanigans unfold when she screws up. But as the previous season showed, it began to take on a theme of her confronting her past, and finally learning to accept the help of her friends, and putting her trust in them, regardless if her alicorn abilities improve or not. But now this season will be taking on a new role. Now Lightning Bliss is finally going to figure out what kind of an alicorn she is meant to be. Hopefully these new lessons she learns from current and even new friends will finally give her the answers she is looking for, and we will finally see who she's truly meant to represent within the pony internet worlds. I'm very excited to continue this series, and though it will be ending, that doesn't mean it's the end of the Lightning Bliss and her tales alongside her friends. I fully intend to create another series once the Magic Lesson series comes to an end, whether that Bliss is sharing her magic with others and even helping out each other in their days or their daily tasks, or simply having more slice of life episodes, where she and her friends work together to resolve an issue or go off on adventures like I truly love to do. Either way, the rainbow is not going to stop shining as long as I have all the support and patience and joy from fans that wish to see me continue my shows. With that said, I think it's time to wrap up. If you'd like to show more support on my channel, you can do so by giving a like, comment, or subscribe, because that really helps to tell YouTube that I'm worth seeing and really does support my content. It is not mandatory, but I love it when y'all do it. If you want to show even more support to me, you can check out my DeviantArt profile, where I do paid commission artwork in my original as well as my MLP Gen 4 show style and many other art styles. There's also my Patreon that you can donate to, which will provide the opportunity to join my Lightning Bliss Patreon server at any donation tier. Every little bit helps, and depending on your tier, you may even get to see some rare behind the scenes content. Without the commissions or the donations of my Patreon supporters, the Lightning Bliss channel would cease to be. It helps to pay my bills and support my family, allowing me to continue doing this as a living. So I am grateful to you all who wish to support me. I am Lightning Bliss. Feel free to comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Until then, keep an eye out for those rainbows. They will make you smile.